Hey guys, how you doing? We are at part 4 of my top 25 albums of all time, or top 25 favorite albums of all time. This video we got 10 through 6, so the top 10 was very hard. I'll tell you that right now. If anybody watching this has ever tried ranking your top 25 favorite albums of all time, bearing in mind can't use the same band more than once, it's very difficult. And choosing the top 10 was very hard, but I feel I made some good choices. But yeah, anyways, without further ado, let's get started. Some good variety in this video, I think. This is number 10, and I've shown this CD in 2 previous videos. This is Lord Belial, Enter the Moonlight Gate. A great Swedish melodic black metal band. These guys are fucking great, and this is their masterpiece. This is their best fucking album. So good. Copy I have, it's an original No Fashion Records pressing, so very hard to find. But I mean, honestly, even trying to find a reissue of this CD is fucking hard. Or because this actually isn't a US pressing, I don't think. Yeah, because the US pressing was on Death Records, which that's not the case with this one. So yeah, it's very, very fucking good album. I've talked about many times or previous videos how much I fucking love this album. You also saw it I also have it on vinyl. So if you've seen my vinyl collection series, you've already seen that too. So yeah, there's one of the pages of the booklet. So that's very cool. Let's see what we got here. Basically just lyrics on the booklet. I was double checking to see if there's any cool pictures to show. But I mean, yeah, this is just such a fucking good album, and it's higher up on my list for a very good reason, because it is that fucking good. And if you love black metal and you've never heard this album, you are insanely missing out. Like, you need to go check this fucking album out ASAP. It's that good. But if you have not heard it and you're interested in it, I'll recommend some tracks. Even though this is one of those albums where you need to listen to it from start to finish, some select tracks that are really good. Unholy Spell of Lilith, Path with the Endless Horizons, Lamia, and there's a kind of like, there's some lyrics in it, but it's mainly like an acoustic song. It's called Forlorn in Silence. That's really good. But I mean, yeah, just if you don't have time to listen to the whole album, just check out those tracks I recommended. They're fucking great. But yeah, this is Lord Belial with Enter the Moonlight Gate, and this lands at number 10. Check it out. Alrighty. I think everybody should approve of this. This is number 9. This is Metallica with Ride the Lightning. I've expressed many times in previous videos that this is my favorite Metallica album, so of course it was going to be in this video somewhere, Honorable mention, Kill 'Em All. That's my second favorite Metallica album. But yeah, that's an honorable mention right there. Like I said, I mean, everybody knows Metallica. Everybody should know this. There's not much to say. It's a fucking, masterpiece of a thrash album. One of the best thrash albums ever. There's nothing bad I can say about it. It's so fucking good. But yeah, kind of sucks though. I didn't do it for my CD collection video, but I still had the sticker on there. I tried getting rid of that fucking annoying ass sticker that was right there, but it did leave some residue. I hate that shit. It's one thing I hate about buying used CDs. You know, when the record stores, they fucking put that in those annoying ass price stickers on the case that you can never get them off completely. I hate that shit. I mean, I probably could get the rest of this off if I tried harder, but it's such a pain in the dick. I hate it. But yeah, this is a fucking masterpiece of a thrash album. Like I said, I can't say much because everybody fucking knows Metallica. At least I fucking hope so. Everybody's heard this record, you know. But if for some reason you have not heard it, some tracks I'll recommend. For Whom the Bell Tolls is the most popular song off the album, but it's also, you know, it's the song that gets the most airplay. Fade to Black is really good. Creeping Death. The title track is good. Opening track, Fight Fire with Fire. And the Call of Cthulhu is really good too. That's just an instrumental, which is really good. Probably their best instrumental in my opinion. But yeah, very, very, very fucking good album. Gotta check it out if you haven't, because this is just this is a must listen for any metalhead. But yeah, this is Metallica with Ride the Lightning, and this lands at number 9. Check it out. Alrighty. This is number 8. This is Bathory with Under the Sign of the Black Mark. Fucking probably the most influential, you know, black metal album. Nothing bad I can say about it, man. It's just, this is essential right here, you know. Obviously black metal isn't for everybody, but you know, this is you know, this is an important album right here. Many of the black metal bands consider this to be the record right here, the start. I mean, yeah, you had the self-titled and the Return, but this album had a completely kind of like different feel to it, you know. That's for sure. I mean, like the first two Bathory records were more like rock and roll, Motorhead kind of sounding, but this album is a lot different. It's a lot different. It's such a fucking great album. Widely considered Bathory's best album. I can't argue with that. Also considered them their most influential record, like I, you know, have previously stated. You know, you cannot go wrong with this album. It's so fucking good. Just one page for the booklet, just, you know, lyrics and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's just, if you have not heard this record, you need to fucking give it at least one listen, even if you're not a fan of black metal, because this is where it all began, you know. But if for some reason you have not heard this album, some tracks I'll recommend. Woman of Dark Desires is a good one. Call from the Grave is a good one. Another really good one is Enter the Eternal Fire, which that's probably my favorite Bathory song. And actually, for the black metal fans watching this video, on Dark Throne's album, Under a Funeral Moon, there's a song called, I think it's called To Walk the Infernal Fields. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. And that riff sounds exactly like the riff from Enter the Eternal Fire. The influence is clear, you know, it's as clear as day, you know. It really is. But I mean, obviously, what Norwegian black metal band didn't rip off Bathory at one point or another? You know, like really. But yeah, check out the tracks I recommended if you've never heard this album. Um, but yeah, this is Bathory with Under the Sign of the Black Mark, and this lands at number 8. Check it out. Great fucking album. Alrighty, so gonna move away from metal for just one album, but this is an album that had to be in there because it was a huge influence on me growing up. This is number 7. This is Alkaline Trio, From Here to Infirmary. I've expressed a couple of times prior how much I love this band and how much I love this album. This is really good shit right here. You know, kind of like alternative punky rock kind of thing going on. Don't really know what else to call it. But like I've stated before, I mean, this was the band that, like, more or less, you know, bridged me into heavy metal, you know. You know, so I started listening to this band when I was like 11, 12 years old. It's a cool little fold-out thing right here. It's interesting. But I mean, yeah, this is just... Words cannot express how much I love this band and how much I love this album. I've listened to this album probably more times in my life than any other album because that's how good it is. I mean, I used to listen to this fucking album every goddamn day because it was so fucking good. I'm not exaggerating either. Like, I seriously listen to this album every fucking day. I mean, I remember my friend at the time, or he had gotten this album for his birthday, and for all my friends, he ripped blank CDs. He ripped the album onto blank CDs for all of us, so that was really cool. I don't think I still have that blank CD. I know I did have it for a very long time, because for a while I could not... This CD was so hard to find for me, but I finally found it one day, and I was like, thank fucking God. But yeah, I mean, seriously, guys, I mean, please do me a favor, check this fucking record out. It's so good. If you haven't heard it, some tracks I'll recommend. The opening track, Private Eye, is really good. Stupid Kid is probably one of their most well-known songs. Armageddon, which Tony Hawk's Underground 1, yeah, that was the song that got me into Alkaline Trio. Bloodied Up is good. Yeah, just check out the whole fucking album if you can. I mean, you know, it's a more of a punk rock record, so it's not that long, and you know, it's probably maybe like 32 minutes or something like that, around there. But yeah, just check it out, please. It's high up on my list for a reason, you know. But yeah, this is Alkaline Trio, From Here to Infirmary, and this is number 7. Check it out. Alrighty. Time for the last CD of the video. Man, I feel like I'm going kind of fast on this video. Oh well. Alrighty. This is number 6. This is In Flames with Horacle. Now, I remember stating that if I ever did make a top favorite albums of all time list, Jester Race would have been in here, but in the end, I went with Horacle. Mainly just for the simple fact that while I believe the Jester Race is their best album, Horacle is my favorite In Flames album. So, in the end, I went with Horacle. But I mean, it's such a fucking good album, you know. It's, you know, classic melodic death metal. And it is like I've stated in previous videos, it is a concept album. I believe it's about, I don't know the exact concept, but it's pretty much has something to do with Earth in general, like the beginning of Earth's time to, like, you know, present day. in which the world is coming to an end. For instance, the third to last song on the album is probably the best song on the album. It's a song called Episode 666, which 666 is, I believe now, you can correct me if I'm wrong, was like the number for like the apocalypse or something like that. You know, also the mark of the beast, quote unquote, or the number of the beast, whatever. But it was still a reference to the end of the world. And then the song after that is a song called Everything Counts, which is actually a Depeche Mode cover, I believe, which pretty much means that, you know, after the world ended is when man realized how reckless they had become. Because pretty much just like a couple songs before that, just like basically just talking about like how like computers and stuff are just kind of like getting it's hard to explain. Look it up. You know, I'm not going to try and explain it and sound like a dick and, you know, sound like a retard, but it's pretty much, it's very interesting and very fucking good. Very, very good concept. And like I've stated before in other videos, I'm a huge fan of concept records, you know, so this was definitely, you know, a winner for me. So fucking good, you know. This was In Flames when they were in their prime, you know. Couldn't touch them. Couldn't touch them. But, as always, if you have never heard this album, like I said, with concept records, I feel it loses a lot if you don't listen to the album from start to finish. But, that being said, this album does have a lot of good standout tracks. The opening track, Jotun, is really good. Food for the Gods, Gyroscope. The song I mentioned before, Episode 666, Jester Script Transfigured, and it also has a really cool instrumental called Dialogue with the Stars. That's really fucking good. I mean, yeah, it's just, like I said, it's a great fucking album. Mine's also the deluxe edition, too, so it's got bonus shit on it. The bonus track was a redo of Clad in Shadows 99, which was, original version was on Lunar Strain. But yeah, I mean, just fucking check this album out, or check out the tracks I recommend it, because it's really, really is fucking good. And everybody should fucking like it, because this is essential right here. In Flames when they were in their prime, you know, before they started doing all the bullshit they're doing now. But yeah, this is In Flames with Horacle, and this lands at number 6. Check it out. Alright guys, that's all 5 CDs for this video. The next part will be part 5, and will also be the final part, where I show 5 to 1. Some very, very good records I'll be showing in the last part of this series. So, look forward to that. Most of you people that know my channel, that know me, know probably a couple albums or a couple bands that will definitely be appearing in part 1. But I'm not going to spoil anything, so you'll have to wait and see. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I really fucking appreciate it. You guys are fucking awesome. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks again, guys.